campers. Look at that. Y'all excited? I'm excited. I don't know about y'all. Hey, if I get everybody real quick, I need, hold up, let me count.
Alright, let's make sure we're on point.
Okay, check this out. Check this out. I need 2 teams. 2 teams of 5, okay? I want one team over here of 5, and I need another team of 5. I need a brave souls. Brave souls. I got a team captain right here. I got a team captain right here. You want me team captain? Okay. You can be assistant team captain. So we got 1, 2, 3, we got 5 people right here. Okay. All right. Where's your team? Where's your team at? I got it. Bro, they got a team. Hey, Kendall, get the tables. I need 2 tables. Hey, Kendall, I think we have 2 tables over here. Get it? You got your team of 5? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, everybody else. I need y'all to be seated right here in these 2 middle sections. Oh my goodness. All right, I need, now, on my team of 5, are y'all ready? I need y'all to line up 1 to 5. Okay? 1 to 5. Nanny, Tommy, can you please bring me 2 trash cans?
Can you control the tempo?
All right, where's my tables at? I need 2 tables. Hey, can you scoot the table up so they can have room? You're gonna put your life on the line. I'm just letting you know that right now. No, facing that, like, yeah, but facing. Where's your other teammate? Emma, where you at? Oh, not that Emma. Hey, this team needs another teammate. Abraham, you wanna play? All right, here we go. All right, hey, I need 1 through 5 lined up and facing that way. I need 1 through 5 that way, going that way. I need everybody in these 2 middle sections right now. 2 middle sections. Here we go. All right. Let's go, leaders. I need help. Leaders, I need help. All right. So check this out. Check this out. alive! That's good, that's good. Oh my goodness. This team was hungry. This team was hungry. Oh my! I'm letting go. Isaac, are you getting this right here? I won't hold it back no more. I'm giving it all. Yeah, I'm giving it all. We got winners. We got winners. Oh my goodness. I did not expect that at all. I praise you like I should. Go follow. Go follow. Give you all. April right here. Come on, leaders, I need some help. Let's go, everybody stand up, come to the front.
nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in the name they shall be done. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in the name they shall be done.
Get my mic on real quick. Hold up. Can you keep that? Yeah. Keep it going. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I know for a fact that I serve a King of Kings that came into this earth and conquered death. Hey, can you turn my mic up, please? Now, I hope y'all not as quiet as my mic was, all right? And I'm cool with y'all chilling out and hanging, but right now, y'all need to loosen up, okay? So, let's go. Let's do some stretches real quick, all right? I need everybody to get their hands. I need everybody to get their hands and stretch them out to the sky right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. Now everybody, we're gonna do our feet together. We're gonna touch the toes. Ready? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Here we go. Nice enough. Now I need 10 jumpy jacks. All right. Here we go. 10 jumpy jacks. All ready? Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, if you're back there, I need you to get a little bit more closer to the front. If you're back over here, I need you a little bit closer to the front. Now, I need some brave souls. I need some brave souls right now. Okay, I got my mans right here. I got. Come on. I need one person right here. I need another person right here. Okay, have y'all seen when the older classmen do the claps? Okay, y'all think y'all can do that? All right, here we go. All right, hey, we gotta turn this all the way up. I'm sorry, Emma. We're gonna have to sing that song again. Is that okay? Can I turn your mic a little bit right here so you can go, so people can hear you? Yes? Okay, all right. Now, Ben, please. I know this song gets you tired, but can I get a little bit more energy? Cousin, can I get a little bit more energy? Hey, cousin, can I get a little bit more energy? Hey, cousin, can I get a little bit more energy? Hey, can we get a little bit more energy from the crowd? Come on, man. We gotta go all out for Jesus Christ, all right? We gotta go all out for Jesus Christ. We build it up right here. We recharge these batteries right here. And so when we go to our homes, when we go to our schools, people can tell the difference in us. And it starts in these moments right here, right now. Here we go, y'all. Whenever y'all ready, man. Here we go. The whole song. Here we go. I'm watching y'all. Okay. A little bit better. Okay. Yes.
Heaven thunder.
so much. Thank y'all so much.
I ask that you all just open your hearts out to God, because He is here and He will meet you here tonight at the altar. Whatever you're going through, God will overcome. Just trust in Him. He has a path set out for you. You were the Word at the beginning, one with God the Lord Most High. Your hidden glory in creation, now revealed in you are Christ. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of
rise forever, sinking deep in mercy. See, I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Oh, your When I'm lost, you pursue me. Lift my head to see your glory, Lord of all. So beautiful. Here in you I find shelter, captivated by the splendor of your face. My secret place, I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Oh, face is all I seek.
Let me hear
You are my everything.
Let me hear you, young people.
Jesus Christ, you are my one desire.
Can't hear you.
Lord, hear my only cry to know you all my life.
Come on now. No, y'all gotta sing it like y'all mean it. But sometimes I'm waiting for 2017 to go ahead and go away. And I'm pretty sure there's most of y'all are feeling the same way. But that shouldn't even matter. Because His love is so deep. Come on now. Y'all came in with the attitude of thinking, I don't need this. I don't know how many of y'all came in here with the attitude of, oh man, I just want to hurry up and just be here to hang out with my friends. But here at Hype, one of the biggest things that we as the leaders, me as your pastor, teach you and guide you to build that relationship with God. Because I'm pretty sure you have days where you want to give up. I'm pretty sure there are days where you've lost those battles. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited of what Pastor Jamie is going to bring tonight. I'm excited of what God has invested in him and for what that sermon's gonna preach. I know it's gonna be something that's gonna inspire y'all and put gasoline on that fire that's kind of just going away just a little bit. Don't focus on the year ending. You probably did have a bad year. You probably had a stretch of just bad luck, month after month after month. That doesn't matter. When you build that relationship, when you build that trust with God, those times will come. But we serve a God that even the wind and the waves listen. And now for some of y'all, that probably just goes over your head because you haven't been here as much. But I want to challenge you that take advantage of these moments. These moments are for you to build that relationship with Jesus Christ. Because I promise you, at the end of the day, when you lay that foundation down right now at this age, when you're 28 years old or older, you already know what to do. You already know who to go to. You go to the King of Kings and Lord of Alls because He's got your back, because you laid your foundation at this age when you're in 6th grade. When you're in 12th grade. So I know most of y'all probably got a little bit distracted with your friends, and that's okay. Next time, when we go into this later tonight after the sermon, I want to challenge you. I want you to reach. Because you know what? Jesus reached for you this much. Lord God, thank you so much for blessing us with this opportunity, Lord God, to just worship your holy name. God, I just want to pray for these students right now, Lord God. God, I pray that you open up their hearts and you open up their ears for tonight's sermon. God, I pray that you just use Pastor Jamie as a powerful vessel, Lord God. Thank you so much for blessing us with this band, Lord Jesus. Thank you so much for blessing us with the leaders, Lord God. Thank you right now, just blessing you. Thank you for blessing us with this moment right here, Lord God. In your precious name we pray. Amen. Woo! If y'all could take y'all seats in the middle two sections. Give high fives as you're going away into your seats. Give some high fives. And with that being said,
somehow I dodged a 27 club. Whoa. Yeah, nobody like us. All these rappers are doing the most. I don't know who I can trust. Told them I don't do drugs. Believe me, I'm crazy enough.
Hi, please, ma'am. Hype means fellowship.
Hype means safe. Hype is helping young people excel. We develop a strong community of students who love God and love life.
Let's get together.
That's a great idea.
Relationships I see. PDA on my watch. Not on my watch. Wait a second. I have an idea. Behold! My omnipotent power! The singleness! How dare you challenge me? No one disrespects my woman. A challenge? You think you beat me? Never.
Fusion! Bing!
Now that we have pinged, I am unbeatable. Now you must feel my wrath. So be it, fool. Come on. See. No pity.
Look, man, let's just cut to the chase. Don't bring drugs here. It's common sense. If you bring it here, we're gonna call the cops and you're gonna get in trouble. Don't bring it.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
What? Nah, all jokes aside. No weapons at height. I don't care if you Pastor Jamie, Pastor Josh, Pastor Sam, Atanza, JT, Pastor Tommy. Whatever weapons you think you got here, I'll pop them.
Hey guys, my name's Ryan. Come on in. This is the bathroom. This is exactly where you don't go during service. And if you do, you'll be like Yakin here. a sermon. So stay in service, kids.
Hey guys, it's Casey here. Let me just show you something real quick. Here is the door right here. So if you want to talk during service, you can go out this thing. Also, while we're here, let me just show you this Whataburger sign right here. After 6 o'clock, you're not going over there, or else he will come and get you.
Okay, Casey, what's that?
No, really, what is that? What is that for real?
Oh, let's go.
Is the door's locked?
Oh no. Is that him?
Oh my God, it's him, dude! Go.
Remember, guys, follow all those rules and you'll have a good time here at Hype.
Just know you're always family, and I hope you enjoy the service.
And remember, he's always watching. What was that? Bro,
I don't know.
did y'all see that?
Lord help us. Y'all hear that?
No, for real, what was that?
Man.
Hey, yo, man, I'm black. I ain't about to blow up.
Just remember, I'm always watching.
How's it going, guys? JT here. I'm excited to announce that we'll be bringing back Turn Life. So what is Turn Life? Turn Life is your testimony that's going to be shared. We know that testimonies can be used to turn lives and bring people closer to Christ. So do you want to turn someone's life? Ask about how you could be a part of Turn Life today.
Somehow I dodged a 27 club. Whoa, yeah, nobody like us. All these rappers are doing the most. I don't know who I could trust. Told them I don't do drugs. Believe me, I'm crazy.
Nice. Y'all like those videos? How many of y'all want to be a part of them? For real? Hey, you see all these people that could help out on Tuesdays? Hey, all you gotta do is just ask for permission, and then you can talk to either me or Samuel Von Gore or Colton, and they can hook you up, and y'all can come and help out with these videos. All right? How many of y'all are excited to be here? Do we have any first-time guests? I know I met one earlier today. No. First-time guests? For real? Hey, JT. Hey, can you hook up my mans with the shirt, please? With the Hype T-shirt? Can you hook him up? Go ahead. Go follow JT back there. Look at him. JT already here, first day back, and already getting put to work. All right. Hey, what's next week? What? Hey, how many of y'all have y'all suit already? Y'all got your suit or a dress, huh? Or your tie? How many of y'all wearing bow ties? Yeah? Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what type of talent you have. If you haven't signed up, please get with me. That way we can help you sign up. Or follow us on Hype Students on Instagram, and the link is in the bio. All right? Okay, because I have a surprise. I don't know, Pastor Jamie doesn't know this, but I have a prize for the winner. Yes, I have a prize for the winner. All right, and guess who's the judges? The audience are the judges. All right, we're gonna text in whoever's gonna be the winner. All right, so if you can sing, or check this out, if you have a sermon, you want to preach, you got 5 minutes. So you can preach a sermon, or if you have a spoken word, yes. It's okay. Dressed to the nines is Hype's version of prom. That's the best way to describe it. We get dressed up, okay? It's our end of the year. You don't have to wear your prom dress, but it's our end of the year party, all right? That way we get everything ready. We're gonna set the chairs up right. It's gonna be kind of like a VMA Awards, where everything's gonna be tight. I have some special guests performing. Y'all don't even know, man. I'm so excited. All right, this Sunday we have Sunday school. Okay, at 10:30 we provide free coffee and free donuts. If you get here early and on time, like last week, we'll just load up the van and we'll go to Jack in the Box, because that's what we did last week, right? Isaac had like 10 breakfast, he had 13 breakfast sandwiches. I don't know how he did that. I really don't. Okay, so please, if you show up at Sunday school on time, 10:30, and you never know, we might take you to Jack in the Box. Okay, we got 2 services. We got one at 9 a.m., okay, and the second service is at 11:30. All right, so please come on through. And also, on Sundays, we're taking over a new section, okay? We're sitting right here. All right, so if you come on Sundays, we're taking over this section right here. We usually sit over here, but now we're migrating over here. All right, let me see what other announcement. We have 2 days left of school. All right, so remember, keep everybody in prayer. A lot of people are going to be traveling, so invite your friends to come over next Wednesday. All right, we're going to have hot cocoa, okay, like legit hot cocoa, some finger foods, okay. We're gonna top off the night with a little Martinelli. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna bring up our senior youth pastor, Jamie. Go Bird, go Bird, go Bird, go Bird, go. Whoa, you too big.
I won't be Goldbirding you. It's cool.
Wow, they're singing that to you?
Hey, you know what's sad is that was popular when I was a kid.
Just like Napoleon Dynamite.
That's bad. I went to school with them. Moses was my uncle. What up? I need everybody to stand up real quick. Everybody stand up real quick. Okay, you don't have to stand up. I need everybody to turn around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I need you to high five 3 people and then sit back down. All right, now sit back down. All right, check it out. Shh. I want you to tell your neighbor, touch your neighbor and say, hey. Touch your other neighbor and say, it's going down. Now, tonight I have a special message for you. How many of you guys like movies? We are going to watch a movie tonight. I am not preaching. No, I'm not for real, and shame on all of you. All right, check it out. Before I get started, we're going to take a quick offering up. If you're here and you're a visitor, I want to tell you your money that you give in an offering doesn't go to me. It goes directly back into Hype for us to reach this community, for us to do awesome things like next week. It helps us to do awesome events. So I'm going to say a quick prayer, and then my ushers are going to ush. But if you can give something, I don't care if it's 1 penny or $1 million. If you don't have something, ask your neighbor. I'm going to pray, and then my ushers are going to usher, and we're going to get started. Lord, we love you. We praise you. We give you tonight. God, I ask that you would have your way in tonight's sermon. I pray that you would bless the giver in this offering. I pray that you would allow Hype to use it wisely, God, to minister to this city and to these students. We ask this in your name. Everybody says? Amen. All right, ushers, check it out. Tonight, I want to share with you guys real quick. Dalton, can you pull up the movie clip to 1 minute and 2 seconds? Oh, sorry, 1 hour, 2 seconds, and 37 hundredths of a second. 1 hour, 2 minutes. Make sure the volume is all the way up. You're a mean one. No? Okay. Check this out. Shh. Okay. Shh.
Trick. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
You're as cuddly as a cactus, and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black beard.
Just face the music, you're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Yes, you are.
Your heart's an empty hole.
Your brain is full of spatters. You got Gallagher's soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39 and a half foot pole.
I asked for 3/4, not 5/8. Stay focused.
You know, if you ask the...
So, you get the picture of the movie, right? Mr. Grinch, you're a mean one. Now listen. The Grinch is a ruthless, bitter state of being who aims to crush the Christmas spirit, right? When we were younger, we called him the Scrooge. Bah, humbug, right? Right? So, he's trying to steal Christmas from who? Oh, Whoville, that's right, the Who's. Well, I'm not Mr. Grinch, but hey, can I get my pizzas to be brought up for me real quick? I got some pizza. I'm not Mr. Grinch. Can you bring those up for me, please? Oh, he's got them right here. Oh, come on up, come on. I need your help too. Come here. Come on. Come here. I need your help. Now, real quick. You take the top two. You take the next two, and I'll take these two. Now, here's what I want you to do. If you have found a friend on an aisle, can you give them the pizza? You give one box away. You give one box. One box to one person, but the thing is they have to share it with everybody on their row. So you give one box, you give one box, and I'll give one box. Hey, only give out one box right now, okay? Just one. All right, go ahead and give one box out. Just one. Now, who should I give mine to? You know what? Wait. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's see here. In my office. Let's see here. I'm going to give this away. Just wait. But you need to share that, okay? Now, can y'all give your other box away? I'm going to give my box away last. Go ahead and give that away. Now, hang on. If your pizza's good, let me hear you say, mmm. Go ahead and give that box away. Isaac, come have a seat, please. Let's see here. If your pizza's good, let me hear you say, mmm. Now, listen. Shh. Now, who should I give this last box of pizza to? Wait. If you have some pizza, shh. Hey, shh. Real quick. Hey, if you have pizza, can you tell me it's really good by saying, it's pizza's good? Now, look to your neighbor if you have pizza and tell somebody with your mouth full his pizza's good. Here we go. You ready for this? I'm going to give this pizza away. Listen, Shh. I'm going to give this last pizza away. This last box. I'm going to give this away. Oh, that's cute, but no, I can't do it. I'm not that mean because I'm a Grinch. He said I'm a Grinch, so he can't have the pizza. Oh, you love me? That is all yours. Isaac, what's wrong? What happened? Oh. Hey, it's the thought that counts, right? You don't like my pizza box? Hey, your glasses fell off. All right, have a seat. Now, if you have pizza and it's good, you love me, don't you? If you didn't get pizza, well, you're just the same way you were. But if I gave you an empty box, you're kind of mad at me, aren't you? Yeah, listen. Shh. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You're a mean one. Shh. Here's my question. Shh. Let me get your attention real quick. Shh. Shh. Has anyone ever made you extremely mad? All right. Shh. Listen. Shh. Hey, Sam, can you have one of the leaders grab me a bottle of water? Shh. So, listen. Let me get your attention. Now, really, I know it was funny, and I know everybody's getting some good pizza here, if you like Little Caesars. But if someone is really angry, if everybody look to your neighbor, touch your neighbor and say, shh. Touch your other neighbor and say, shh. Okay. There's something that happens when someone gets really angry over and over and over again. You know what happens? It's not that you become the Grinch. It's that you become bitter. Everybody say with me, I'm not bitter. I'm glad that you think that. Some of you are bitter. Now listen. Shh. I need some leaders to help because it's like super loud and I can't even get through my first intro. All right. Reasons for being bitter, right? Reasons for bitterness is probably a better way of saying that. Rejected. Uh-oh. Criticized. Forgotten. Abused. Who does that sound like? Oh, you don't know? Can you play that clip at 29 minutes and 26 seconds? Shh. Watch.
Has everyone given their gifts?
I haven't. Merry Christmas, Martha May.
Why do you have a bag on your head?
Probably because he's embarrassed by that idiot or his gift.
Mr. Grinch, please take the bag off. Yes, you take it off.
His binder says school junk.
Book down. And your foot.
Look at that hack job. Stupid present! Stupid prank! I hate Christmas!
The anger, the fury,
the muscles.
So, the Grinch was rejected, criticized, forgotten, and abused. What does it say about the Grinch? Right? He had no heart. What would cause someone to have no heart? Someone who is heartless is probably someone who is living in bitterness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You see, bitterness is like drinking poison and waiting for the person you're bitter against to die. Bitterness, I'm sure you've heard this. If you haven't, well, I didn't make it up. But bitterness is like drinking poison and waiting for them to die. Tonight, I want to look at a few things. 4 things to be precise. And I'm going to try to fly through this. I'm going to look at what bitterness does to us. Now, some of us are probably wondering, where are you going with this? It's Christmas time. Am I the only one that thinks that? No. Talking to the microphone. Starting to worry? Well, you don't have to worry. If you're taking notes, number 1, let's look at what bitterness does. Number 1 is bitterness messes you up spiritually. Bitterness messes you up spiritually. In Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, it says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life and faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily hinders our progress. Let us run with endurance the race that God has set before us." Well, bitterness, it messes up us spiritually. Some of you are like, I messed up spiritually, but I ain't talking to you. I think there's a root of bitterness there. You see, there's 2 ways that it messes you up spiritually. Number 1, it keeps you walking in the flesh. What are you talking about, Pastor James? I live in the flesh. My epidermis is showing, you jerk. Some of you are like, what? It keeps you walking in the flesh, and it stops your growth. Do you know what happens when you stop growing? You short, yes. What happens when water stops flowing? We need to talk afterwards. What happens to a body of water like a pond that doesn't have one of those things shooting water up? It grows what? It grows algae. That's right. You know what happens when algae grows on it? It gets bad. And you know what happens what happens underneath the water? It gets worse, right? Now listen. If bitterness can cause something like, algae to grow on a stagnant water, bitterness is what happens in your life when it causes you to stop growing because it literally hinders your spiritual growth. Do you know that if you're bitter towards someone, how can you hear God? Do you know the Bible says, ladies, listen up, fellas, listen up, that if you get married and you have a disagreement with your spouse and you choose to argue and fight, that your prayers are hindered? What else would cause our prayers to be hindered? Bitterness. You know what 1 Thessalonians says? It says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, I will hear their prayer and I will heal their land. How many of you know that bitterness will stop you from being able to communicate with God? Because it stops your spiritual growth. Number 2, I told you I'm going to try to fly through this, guys, because I started late. Number 2, bitterness messes you up physically. What? It's true. Bitterness messes you up physically. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. You guys ready for this? Forgive me for drinking so much. I don't feel good. I'm actually sick. Proverbs. I didn't touch it. Well, I ate the pizza that was in that box. It was really good, Isaac. Bitterness messes you up physically. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. Whoa. That's pretty simple, isn't it? It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? You ever been around someone that's bitter? You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. That's why you live in a cave all by yourself, Mr. Grinch. Now listen. 90% of, this comes from a health study that was done. It said 90% of people in insane asylums could be released immediately if they can learn how to forgive and how to be forgiven. Holy cow. Did you hear what that study showed? 90% of people in an insane asylum would be released immediately if they could only learn how to forgive and be forgiven. You see, bitterness can make you insane. Bitterness, have you guys ever been texting with someone and you add tone to the text? I heard a pastor preach today. I listened to probably 2 or 3 sermons a day the last couple of months on my phone. And I like YouTube because there's lots of sermons on there. I like listening to Steve Furek. I like listening to my mind's drawn blank. I do like Louis Giglio. I do like Franklin Graham. I love to listen to, I love Greg Laurie. I love listening to Charles Swindoll. There's a lot of good pastors out there that have radio programs. Lee Strobel's. Hey, if you haven't watched the movie on Netflix, The Case for Christ, you need to. I'd watch it this weekend because it will blow your stinking mind. Now listen. In one of the sermons I was listening to, I can't remember which pastor it was, but they were talking about going to the airport, and he was talking about his wife is so sweet, and when they were at the airport, they were the radio people that were on the radio talking about who gets the board first. It sounded like this. Ready? Could you understand what I said? Of course not, because this airport apparently was built in like 1920. I wish I could remember the pastor was telling the story, because I tell you to go listen to his sermon because he probably tells it better than I'm going to. But in the process of telling this, he says that his wife is not a confrontational person and goes up to the lady who's at the front of the line and tells him, and the lady makes this face to her like, and so he jumps to the conclusion that she's copping an attitude with his wife, so he walks over there to explain to let this other lady know that she's not traveling alone and she better watch herself, right? So he leans over and says, "What's your problem?" And the lady didn't respond, and the person with the lady says she's hearing impaired. She can't hear. All of a sudden, everything got put in context. You see, sometimes when we're texting somebody, you take what they say and you add attitude. Now, everybody do this with me. Go like this. Go this. Now go over here. Now go in the middle and come down and flip it. Now, don't make me snap my J, okay? Now, listen, okay? I'm going to hold my tongue. Lord, give me strength and patience. Can I get another one? Keep them coming. Listen. If you know the context of what causes your bitterness, you can adjust it. Do you know what happens when you become an adult and you haven't adjusted the things that make you bitter? You become cynical. Do you know what happens to Christians who become cynical? Amen, brother. Now, you know what happens? They get mad and they leave a church over the carpet. They get mad and they leave the church because someone's sitting in their chair. They get mad because the music's too loud, and they say, "I've been tithing to this church for 20 years. Listen, I can go on and on and on. You know what happens to youth when bitterness or cynical, someone becomes cynical? I'm not going there because that pastor said such and such. Do you know that there was an experience that happened here? And some of you may know what it is, so please don't say anything because I don't want to trash anybody. But there's a situation where there was some misunderstandings of things that were said here, and I was put under the bus because somebody was cynical or someone was bitter towards authority or towards the pastoral leadership in this church. This was a long time ago, but it could have all been resolved because it was way out of context. It's amazing what happens when you allow context to be a part of something because things get changed quickly. But if you don't, bitterness sets in. Now listen, I'm going to fly through this. You ready for this? Number one was bitterness messes you up spiritually. Number two is bitterness messes you up physically. Everybody say, yeah. Look at your neighbor and say, mm-hmm. If you like what I'm preaching to me, he say, Bitterness will mess up your relationships. Did you know that? Bitterness will mess up your relationships. Man, I'm preaching to myself. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 12. Hatred stirs up quarrels, but love covers all offenses. I love you, bro. Oh, okay, I'll see you later. Sorry, piece of crap. Ooh, you ever heard someone say that? Bitterness. You just didn't realize it, huh? Proverbs chapter 30, verse 33. As the beating of cream yields butter, and a blow to the nose causes bleeding, so anger causes quarrels. Some of y'all are like, what? Are you reading my mail? This is so simple, yet dang. Well, since I'm sticking with the Grinch, can you go to clip 22 minutes and 19 seconds to 23 minutes and 12 seconds?
I'll tell you, Max, I don't know why I ever leave this place. I've got all the company I need right here. Hello! Hello! How are you? How are you? How are you? I asked you first. I asked you first. Oh, that's really mature, saying exactly what I say. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. All right, fine. I'm not talking to you anymore. In fact, I'm going to whisper so that by the time my voice reverberates off the walls and gets back to me, I won't be able to hear it. You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. Idiot. Listen. Bitterness can mess with your head. 90% of people in the insane asylum can get out if they would just, learn how to be forgiven and to forgive, right? He might, be admitted just if it wasn't, Dr. Seuss' character. But listen, bitterness messes you up spiritually. Bitterness messes you up physically. Bitterness messes up your relationships. And number 4, bitterness messes you up emotionally. That's a big one. You see, Proverbs 30, verse 33, I'll say it again. As the beating of cream yields butter, and a blow to the nose causes bleeding, so anger causes quarrels. Do you know that sometimes you will have a fight in your head, and the person that you're fighting with doesn't even know that you're mad at them? That's a good sign you're bitter. Yeah, yes, like if you really wish that they would get hurt in the process, that's probably a good sign that you're bitter. My prayer is that I don't get bitter, but I get better. I hope that your prayer is that you don't get bitter, but you get better. You see, bitterness will either make you like a volcano or a bottle. What? You see, a volcano is waiting to explode. A bottle is waiting to be filled. I need you to understand something tonight. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31 says, get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of miscellaneous behavior. You see, bitterness is just the root of it. Do you know what happens when something is planted? I was watching this thing on Saturday at my house with my kids. We were waiting to get ready to leave, and my son said, Daddy, let's watch TV. So I turned the TV on. I don't have cable, so we turned on PBS. And on PBS on Saturday morning, it's the little kids' cartoons. And they had this show called The Great Discovery of Outdoors. And they had these two guys, a guy and a girl, and they were outside, and they were in California, and they were at the Great Sequoia Tree Wilderness. Now, it was a giant forest. You ever seen a sequoia? Okay, if you haven't seen a sequoia, you're missing out on life, because a great sequoia, like, it's big enough for cars to drive through. Like, they have a tree where, no, sequoias are bigger than redwoods. Sequoias are huge. Sequoia, a trunk of a sequoia is like from where you're standing to me. There's the tallest tree in the world is a sequoia. You can actually go to the sequoia forest and you can see the tallest tree in the world. You know what makes this tree so amazing? You know what makes them so strong? You know what allows them to grow so big? Their roots. Do you know how their root system works? It goes underground and it gets water. Yes, that is true. But do you know how the system works? You know how it works? Let me explain it to you. I'm a tree. I have roots. It plants me in the ground so when the wind blows, I don't fall down. My trees continue to grow and they intertwine with the trees around me. Do you know how impressive a tree is? Some of you are like, it's just a tree. It's just a dumb thing. It doesn't have no feelings or nothing. False. Actually, sequoias are so strong because their root system connects with other sequoias. And if one tree lacks nutrition, another tree can send it nutrition through the root system. Don't we serve a big God? That God would create a tree to have a nervous system that it can communicate with other trees to get the nutrients it needs. Yet we're so complex that we serve a God who has a church called His family where we can go and get nutrients or feelings to be felt better instead of being bitter when things go wrong in our life, but we choose to not tell the other people around us what's happening because we have this false belief that we have to walk into a church and say, how you doing? I'm blessed, brother, when all along everything in your world is crumbling. God don't like ugly, so don't be ugly. Don't be fake. Now listen, bitterness will mess you up spiritually. Bitterness will mess you up physically. Bitterness will mess you up, will mess up your relationships. Bitterness will mess up you emotionally. Let me explain this to you from another video clip. Go to 1 hour, 23 minutes and 32 seconds to 1 hour, 25 minutes and 42 seconds. I'm going to teach you how to forgive real quick. You ready for this? Gotta love Dr. Seuss.
Whoville, the tall and the small, were singing without any presents at all.
He just took all the gifts.
He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came.
Somehow or other, it came just the same.
Mr. Grinch!
And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
And he puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas,
he thought,
doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Max! Help me! I'm feeling...
And And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
What's happening to me? I'm all toasty inside. And I'm leaking. Oh, Max. I love All right, that's enough. Knock it off. Beat it. Get out of here. One step at a time. Oh no. The sleigh, the presents, they'll be destroyed. And I care. What is the deal? Wait! This can't happen. It shouldn't. It couldn't. It mustn't. It wouldn't. Not now. Not then. Not ever again.
Because I want to ruin the story. He saves the day, he returns the presents, and Christmas happens, right? But why? Shh, but why? Because he was feeling. He was feeling. It says that his heart grew 3 times the size, right? You see, this is how you forgive when bitterness is set in. You stop worrying about, when you get older, the carpet. You stop worrying about where people are sitting. You stop worrying about the sound system. You stop worrying about fingerprints on the door. You stop worrying about you and you start worrying about others. You see, you become bitter when you become all about me, me, me. What about shme? It's not about you, it's about him. And when you have him in your heart, it's about him working through you to reach those around you. Right? So here's how you forgive if you're taking notes. How to forgive. Remember, the people that hurt you are human. How do you forgive? This is not going to sound like some theological way of doing it, but fake it until it's real. Sometimes it's easy to say, I forgive you, but harder to believe that you forgave them. It's really easy to say, I forgive you, but not really mean it. Maybe you need to fake it until it becomes real. He's in your group. Shh. There's a time and a place for everything. And C, pray for them. Uh-oh, that's right. I said pray for those that hurt you. No, I don't need to pray for Isaac. He needs to pray that I don't hurt him. Listen, shh. Pray for those that have hurted you. Do you know that you go through certain things in life because what God has in store for you on the other side of what you're going to go through? Let me put it to you this way. Yes, I did not like growing up the way I grew up. But no, I wouldn't change the way I grew up. Yes, growing up was terrible. People didn't like me. People weren't nice to me. People were rude to me. Teachers were mean. You ever had a teacher call you stupid? You ever had a doctor tell you you're never going to read or write past a third grade education, you should just basically give up? No, you haven't. You ever had every teacher tell you to go sit in the corner because you're not smart enough to be in the rest of the class? I'm not saying you think they're saying that when they tell you got the answer wrong. I'm literally saying you go sit in your desk and face the wall because you're not smart enough to be in this class. I don't think you have, because that teacher would lose their job. You see, I grew up in a different age than you, millennials. I am not a millennial. 84, I'm 83. Listen. Shh. What I need you to understand is, until you have forgiven, you've said it, and you have it, that bitterness that you have towards someone or something isn't going to go away. Bitterness will mess you up. And this Christmas season, you can be in a big group of people and still feel all alone because bitterness has set in. I don't want you to grow up, become old, and end up bitter. I want you to grow up and be full of joy because you dealt with the demons, you've dealt with the skeletons, you've dealt with the things that get under your skin. Don't be someone who just brushes it under the rug. Bitterness is like a root. It will take time, strength, and will provide help. What does that mean? What exactly does that mean? If bitterness is like a root, it will take time, strength, and help. You see, bitterness can be adjusted. Bitterness can be dealt with. But if you don't, over time, it'll take root. Over time, it'll become stronger. And over time, it will help bitterness beget bitterness. Over time, bitterness will grow and grow and grow until you don't even recognize yourself in the mirror. You ever seen Home Alone? You know the crazy old man with the shovel that he's scared of? You know the story behind him? If you listen and watch the movie where they're sitting in the church, he talks about how his son doesn't want anything to do with him because he's a bitter old man. You see, bitterness isn't just going to pop up and you're going to be a bitter young person. No. When people say something about bitter, they talk about bitter old people because it was a lifetime of bitterness making it worse and worse and worse. Choice is yours. You can choose to take what offenses. You can choose to take what people say. You can choose to take what people have done to you and say it's their fault and take no blame. Or you can choose to say, I'm going to forgive. The choice is yours this Christmas season. You can be like the Grinch of Christmas past, or the Grinch that had a heart that grew. But it's your choice. Remember, as the beating of cream yields butter, and the blow to the nose causes bleeding, so anger causes quarrels. Don't be a bitter person who wants to fight and become cynical. We on the same page? Cool. I love you. Let me pray for you. Lord, we love you. We praise you. God, I pray that we would learn, Lord, how to forgive. Lord, we would learn how to take things in context and not out of context. God, we would choose to see the good in people instead of the bad. God, that we would choose this Christmas season to put others first. God, like you have done for us by sending your son. Lord, I ask that we would not be bitter, but we would be better. We ask this in your name. Everybody says, remember, Don't be I always say good, better, best, wait. Shh. One more thing.
Hey guys. Hey, I forgot to announce this. We're helping out with a toy drive. If you can, bring one toy. Doesn't matter the cost or anything like that. My goal is to at least fill up the back seat of the hype van. All right, that's my goal. And then we're gonna take it to the toy drive that we're helping out. This is a hype thing, so please, if you feel it in your heart to bring one toy, please